Today, I'm letting AI decide what I eat at Disney World. From all three meals and everything in between. ChatGPT is not only going to decide where I'm eating, but also what I'm ordering. I have absolutely no control of my day here in Animal Kingdom, so let's see how this goes. All right, I guess the only thing we have to do now is ask ChatGPT where I should eat. So plan my day of eating in Animal Kingdom. All right, let's see. Are you guys ready for these results? It tells me Animal Kingdom is a fun park to eat around, which I definitely have to agree. Animal Kingdom is my favorite park when it comes to food. And they tell me they planned a full intentional food day at Animal Kingdom with good pacing, variety, and zero wasted stomach space. That's exactly what I like to hear. It says planned a rope drop breakfast, which we're already a little behind schedule, but luckily the breakfast that they did plan is still open. So they have creature comforts listed for breakfast, which we're still going to be able to grab. They have exactly what we're going to order listed there. That is perfect. For a mid-morning snack, we're going to go to Kusafiri. Okay, I like that. For lunch, Satu'li Canteen. That is honestly perfect. That would be my choice. I think ChatGPT might have read my mind here. They actually perfectly read my mind, because for an afternoon treat, they have us at the Nomad Lounge. I love that. For a snack, we're going to go to Pongu Pongu. Okay. Dinner, we're heading to Tiffins. Do they have a dessert for us down here? Okay. They do at Dino Bite Snacks. And they also gave us some tips here. Okay, so we've got our full day planned. I guess our first stop, it's got to be Creature Comforts. And luckily, we're right nearby too. Creature Comforts is the Starbucks location here in Animal Kingdom. So they're going to have all your typical Starbucks drinks and treats. The only major downside to coming here is that the Starbucks locations in the parks usually have a very long line. So we'll check it out today. Hopefully it doesn't. The moment of truth. I feel like this is going to determine how our day is going to go, if there's a long line or not. And oh my gosh, there's no line at all. There's just people waiting to pick up their drink. We're going to have a good day today. Shout out to the team in that Starbucks. They are working hard. That is probably the quickest I have ever received food and drink from a Starbucks in Disney World. But we have picked everything up, and I decided to get the Mickey cinnamon roll and a cold brew. They told me I could get a cream cheese pretzel or a Mickey cinnamon roll, but they don't sell cream cheese pretzels in there. I don't know why it said that. So obviously, we went with the giant Mickey cinnamon roll. And for my cold brew, I decided to get the pistachio cream cold brew, which I believe is new. And I've actually been looking forward to trying. I've had my eye on it for a while. So I'm glad it said I could get a cold brew. So finally get to try it out. I knew I was going to like that. I can't tell you the last time I had a Mickey cinnamon roll. It's been a really long time, so I'm kind of glad that it had me get one of these, but I didn't know that you could get it warmed up. When I asked for the cinnamon roll, the cast member at the register asked if I wanted it warmed up or just at room temp, and I said, oh, I'd love it warmed up. And yeah, they warm it up for you, so it actually looks like this is going to be a lot better than your usual Mickey cinnamon roll. Ears first, as always. Little cross section for you. It's not going to be a super gooey Cinnabon, but it'll do the trick for a little sweet treat for breakfast. I'm going right for the center of the ear too. These Mickey cinnamon rolls are almost more like a croissant dough than your typical doughy cinnamon roll, which I don't mind. They're always a little bit dry. I could use 5 times more frosting on this than what they actually put on here. So I wish they gave us a little bit more frosting, but you know what's good about these Mickey cinnamon rolls? They're technically 3 different cinnamon rolls in one, because the ear is a cinnamon roll, both ears are a cinnamon roll, and the center is a cinnamon roll. So you technically get 3 center of the rolls in your one cinnamon roll. So that's a win in my book. And overall, this is a nice little breakfast. We're just chilling here, people watching, drinking our cold brew, and eating our cinnamon roll. So I'm not mad at what AI chose for us with this one. All right, it is time for our mid-morning snack right here at Kusafiri. They offer breakfast here. They also have some lunch options. They have pastries, and they have my favorite coffee in this park, the coconut iced coffee. Seriously, guys, if you are needing some caffeine here in Animal Kingdom, come over here to Kusafiri and grab yourself that coconut iced coffee. It is so good, but that's unfortunately not why we're here today. We are here for our mid-morning snack, where ChatGPT told us to get either the African spiced churros or a chocolate croissant. Now, I know for a fact they do not have African spiced churros here at Kusafiri. They don't have any churros here at all. So I'm hoping they have a chocolate croissant. Here's the menu. You can see they've switched over to lunch at this point, and I'm looking at the pastries section of the menu right over there. It says they have a seasonal muffin, a fresh fruit bowl, a chocolate twist, and a plain croissant. So I'm not seeing chocolate croissant, but maybe the chocolate twist is like a chocolate croissant. We'll have to ask. So I did end up asking the cast member if they had a chocolate croissant on the menu. Of course they don't. It's not listed on the menu, but she did say the chocolate twist was just like a chocolate croissant. So that is, of course, what I ended up getting. This chocolate twist did end up costing me $6.49. And sure enough, it does look like it's going to taste pretty similar to a chocolate croissant. Actually, it looks nearly identical to the very popular, very famous Cheshire cattail. If you can't tell here, it's probably the exact same pastry, just missing the colorful frosting. It instead has white and black frosting instead of that iconic purple and pink frosting. I have not had a Cheshire cattail in years. It's been forever. So I don't know how this is gonna be. And it looks like there's like something extra inside. Can you guys see? There's like something extra, maybe like some extra sugary stuff. Maybe it's like some almond paste in there. I can't fully tell until we taste it, but ChatGPT has me getting all the sweets for breakfast, so we'll see how this is. Yeah, exactly how I remember a Cheshire cattail to taste is exactly how this chocolate twist here tastes. I'm sorry, don't shoot the messenger, but I think Cheshire cattails are one of the most overrated foods at Disney World. I think they taste identical to a grocery store chocolate croissant. I'm sorry, I know there's gonna be a lot of very upset people, but they just taste like a grocery store average chocolate croissant. Now, if they warmed this up, like they warmed the cinnamon roll up over at Starbucks, we might be having a little bit of a different story here, but they didn't offer to warm this up. I mean, it's a chocolate croissant like ChatGPT told me to get, but it's not like super flaky. There's a good amount of chocolate in there, but it's just a grocery store chocolate croissant at the end of the day. So I don't get the hype, but it is the same as a Cheshire cattail, and it's as close to a chocolate croissant as we're gonna get here at Kusafiri. So after all those sweets, it is finally time for something savory. We are having lunch at Satu'li Canteen. Satu'li Canteen is the quick service restaurant located here in Pandora, and I am so happy ChatGPT chose for me to eat lunch here because this is actually my favorite quick service restaurant in all of Disney World. The menu here is full of different customizable bowls, very similar to a Chipotle style bowl. They also, of course, have the very famous cheeseburger pods here. And ChatGPT told us to get either a build your own bowl with a base of half rice and half greens, which I don't think you can do. They told us to get a protein of either chili spiced crispy fried tofu or grilled chicken, a sauce of creamy herb or chimichurri, or they told us we could get cheeseburger pods. But I think since they have the bowl first, I think that's what we're gonna go with. Confirmed. I asked a cast member if I was able to get a base of half rice and half greens, and they let me know they're not able to do that. I figured as much because when I was looking in the app to mobile order, they don't have that as an option. I thought maybe they would let you do it if you ordered in person, but the line to order in person today is crazy, guys. Animal Kingdom is packed. So I just had to go with a bowl with one of the bases that was recommended. In my bowl, I have the hearty salad, wood-grilled chicken thighs, and the charred onion vinaigrette. And I am seated at literally the only table that I could find in this entire establishment. I am not kidding, guys. Animal Kingdom is packed today, but I've got my bowl. I don't know if I have ever gotten the salad. I usually go with the rice as my base, so I wanted to change it up and get a little something different today. And since they recommended the greens, that's what we went with. They gave me the dressing on the side, so we'll dump a little bit on. Now, I love this green onion vinaigrette here. It is very similar to a chimichurri, like they said on ChatGPT. So I am looking forward to digging into this here. Always got to give it a mix to incorporate everything. And to my surprise, there's actually like quinoa in here as well. So we've got lettuce, we've got quinoa. I saw some cucumbers before as well. This looks like it's going to be perfect, especially after all of those sweets that we had for breakfast. We'll get a little chicken on there. Honestly, this bowl is perfect here. The flavor of that green onion vinaigrette really carries this dish because the chicken on its own is very fresh. Actually, when I walked in there, they were grilling this fresh over the open flame, which you'll love to see. But in general, it's a little bit plain. So that green onion vinaigrette really carries and adds a lot of the flavor to this salad. The mix of greens in here is fantastic. Love the cucumbers, and I really like the texture and flavor that the quinoa in here adds. I don't know. I might have to switch it up and get the salad as my base of my bowl here sometimes. I see the vision, though, that ChatGPT was going for with getting rice and greens as your base, because I do feel like that would be a great combination. I do wish they had that option. Then it would make it even more like Chipotle. That would be perfect, honestly. But as it stands, the salad as a base is honestly good. I'm telling you, I'm going to switch it up and get this salad sometimes instead of the rice. As I'm sitting here enjoying my bowl, I think I have run into my first issue of the day. No tables available at the moment. So AI wants us to go to the Nomad Lounge next for a little afternoon snack AC break, which sounds perfect to me. However, I told you guys how busy Animal Kingdom is today. So busy, in fact, that there is no walk-up availability at the Nomad Lounge. But I have been checking all day, so fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully we have some luck. You guys are not gonna believe this, but as I was making my way over to the Nomad Lounge to just check with the cast members outside and see if there was any way I could join the walk-up waitlist in person, I was tapping away on my phone to see if I had any luck, and sure enough, I was able to join the walk-up waitlist. Only problem now is I was quoted a 90-minute wait. So we have a lot of time to kill. I've made it back to Nomad Lounge just in time. Our table just got called and we're about to have our afternoon treat. The weather is truly perfect for some outdoor dining, and I am so happy it told me to come here, and especially happy that it told me to order these churros because I've had my eye on them recently because they changed the sauce back to my favorite sauce. But it told me to order the churros and either the Tempting Tigress cocktail or the Lamu libation. I have to look at them and see which one I think I'd like better. We have all of the foods and the churros listed right here. They also have some specials, and here we'll find our drinks. Usually I go for the High Tower Rocks. It's like a watermelon margarita. That is my favorite drink here, probably my favorite drink in this entire park. But it told me to get either the Lamu libation today, or where is it? The Tempting Tigress. But looking at the Tempting Tigress, it has bourbon. That is definitely not a drink for me. So I think the Lamu libation is calling my name today. This has Star African rum, banana rum, guava puree, orange juice, and lime juice. And then it's topped with Black Seal rum. And you could see that extra rum just sitting on top. We definitely have to give this a little stir here to incorporate everything. It's getting windy. Oh, that is strong. But good. You could definitely taste the banana in this. This tastes like a drink that you would get like sitting by the pool almost. It probably wouldn't be my first choice. I definitely like the High Tower Rocks better. That's definitely what I'm going to stick with. But this is what I like about this challenge. I'm kind of ordering things that are maybe outside of my comfort zone that I wouldn't necessarily ever order if I wasn't doing this challenge. And I'm trying new things. So I still enjoy it, but I'm really ready for these churros. To go with my Lamu libation, I did order the churros. They're served with a vanilla crema and a seasonal sauce. This here is truly the moment that I have been waiting for. Like I said, I am so excited for this because they brought back my favorite sauce with the churros. They had a chocolate sauce for forever. They also had like a caramel sauce, but my favorite sauce that is served with the churros is the spicy strawberry sauce. And it was gone for years. It hasn't been here for maybe like 2 to 3 years, but now it's finally back. And I'm so excited for these churros. And this is how you gotta do it. You gotta go for a dunk in the strawberry and then a dunk in the vanilla. And you mix the two sauces, and that is the perfect combo right there. And this churro is just falling apart in my hand. These are the best churros at Disney World. A lot of people say they like the ones at the Dahlia Lounge. They're wrong. The ones here at Nomad are so much better. They're more buttery and soft. And believe it or not, these churros are actually gluten-free. So if you have a gluten allergy, you have to come try these, especially since they brought this strawberry sauce back. It's not like too spicy. It just has a little spice that hits you in the back of the throat, just like the tiniest bit, but the perfect amount of spice. Just a little bit. That strawberry is perfect, especially when combined with the vanilla. These churros here are just amazing. And while we're here, I did want to let you guys know that if for some reason I wasn't able to join the walk-up list today, I did have a little bit of a backup plan. You actually are able to order any drink as well as the churros to go. You just tell the cast members outside that you'd like to order drinks to go, and they'll send you in to the bar where you could do so. So that's what I was gonna do if I couldn't find a table here today. I gotta say, if you're looking for a really strong drink at Nomad, get this one here. I'm already feeling it, and I've only had half of the drink. Oh my gosh. Well, it is back to Pandora because according to ChatGPT, I need a snack while exploring, and it's about that time. So we're gonna hit up Pongu Pongu. Here I would usually get the iconic Night Blossom, but instead ChatGPT has us getting yet another sweet treat, the Pongu Lumpia. In case you're wondering, a Pongu Lumpia is a pineapple cream cheese spring roll. Admittedly, I'd rather get a Night Blossom than this Pongu Lumpia here. I've never really been the biggest fan of these, but who knows? We're trying it again today. It's been a while since I've had it, so maybe it's gotten a little bit better. You know, it's maybe better than I've had in the past, but my main issue with this lies in the texture. You've just got a ton of cream cheese filled with chunks of pineapple. And that chunky texture in there really throws me off. And you can see this just hasn't been like fried or baked long enough. I don't know if they're frying or baking this, probably baking it, but it's just like so pale. I feel like a lumpia, actually I know a lumpia, should be nice and crispy. And this is not that. It's kind of all one texture. It's just a lot of mush with chunks. Mush with chunks, I guess that's how I could describe it. But like the flavor of the sweet pineapple filling is good. It's just texturally, it's off for me. But I'm glad I gave it another try. It's always good to try these snacks that I may not even like every so often just to see if it's changed and gotten a little bit better. But yeah, still not really the biggest fan of these here. Well, we have made it to dinner and we're gonna be eating at Tiffins. Tiffins is a signature restaurant here in the park. It's actually located right next to the Nomad Lounge. You're gonna be able to find some of the same food that you could find at the Nomad Lounge here at Tiffins, as well as some more elevated food. But lucky for us, we don't have to make any decisions today. ChatGPT has done all that work for us, so we already know exactly what we're gonna be ordering. There is this whole menu of food that I would love to look over and love to choose what to get, but this is what we're gonna be ordering. Bread service, sustainable fish, or charred octopus, but there's no charred octopus on the menu anymore, as well as the seasonal dessert. And if you take a look at the fish, or the sustainable fish, it is in fact a whole fried fish of the day. So I'm a little nervous for that one, guys. Luckily, we have a little time to prepare because we're going to start off with the Tiffins signature bread service. This comes with a Thai red curry milk bread, a pau de caju and papadum, as well as some dipping sauces. There's a coconut curry sauce, a guava sauce, and a ginger pear chutney. Now, the first time I ordered this was actually the last time that I dined here, which wasn't too long ago. And I remember really enjoying this. Each bread is kind of paired with the dipping sauce that you're supposed to kind of serve it with, but you could of course like mix and match the different sauces with the different breads. And I remember I thought I was gonna like the pau de caju the best. My favorite was actually the Thai red curry milk bread paired with the coconut curry sauce. It's like a coconut curry yogurt, and this bread reminds me a lot of like a Japanese milk bread. Well, it is a milk bread, so that's probably why. But this pairing was so good, I recall. This bread is so good on its own. It's soft and so flavorful, but then you pair it with that sauce, and it's kind of like the best of both worlds because it's a yogurt sauce, so it's cold and chilled and refreshing and cool, but then it's also really spicy, and it's really spicy. Like, it's spicy for Disney, so it's kind of like spicy yet cool at the same time. The pairing is great. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous for this. Thank you. Oh my gosh, guys, here we have the whole fried fish of the day. This is served with a coconut fried rice, green and red curry, as well as a Thai green papaya slaw and peanuts. This is the very moment where I'm wondering what the heck I got myself into with this challenge here. Just seeing it like curled up on the plate like this, it's really freaking me out. It's freaking me the heck out. The mouth is open. I don't know if there's eyeballs in the eye socket or what. I don't think I've ever been like this legitimately like terrified to try a food. And I'm sure it's gonna be really tasty, but just like the presentation of this is really terrifying. I've seen this for years and everyone raves about this whole fish here from Tiffins, so I've been like so curious about it. But honestly, I would have never actually ordered it if it wasn't for this challenge pushing me to do so. So while I'm happy to finally be trying it, I'm so freaking nervous. If you still wanted fish but you weren't able to do this entire fish on your plate, which I would not blame you for at all, they do have another offering. They offer this entire meal, but just with a fish fillet instead for $48, which, again, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to go for that instead, but we're doing it today, guys. I'm assuming this is what ChatGPT meant when it said sustainable fish. I surely hope so, because I put myself through it. I was gonna like turn it and eat it from this side here, but then I realized if I do that, then it's looking at me. And I don't want it to look at me. I think I have to like have it facing that way, so this fish is not looking at me while I eat it. Do I just like, I guess I just go like that? Okay, I'm just gonna try this little piece first. Like I said, it smells great, and I'm sure it's gonna taste great. Okay, I do. I get the hype. It is absolutely delicious. Fantastic. Now I do have one of those, is this like a full bone? Like that scares me. I don't like potentially getting some of those like bony pieces. But when you get like the meat itself, it's really good. But I'm scared to eat that piece because it just had a bone in it. But it's so good. And this fish is honestly so good and tasty on its own that you don't even need the sauces here. That curry sauce on the plate, it doesn't even need it. I just want the fish on its own. That's how good it is. All right, I call this a success, guys. We've eaten this entire part of this side, but I think I'm giving up from here. I cannot possibly eat any closer to the face of this fish. Any closer, I'm tapping out here. But I ate this entire side and this entire side, so I did a good job. I got over my fears. And what would you say the seasonal dessert is?
The sorbet.
The
So you
sorbet.
get like one little cup of each, or a bowl. Chocolate, pomegranate, and then there's like little pomegranate seeds, and then apple with the maple glaze.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Thank you. We were told to order the seasonal dessert, so here we have the seasonal sorbet trio. This has a chocolate, a pomegranate, and an apple sorbet, all plant-based, by the way. These look really good. Let's do a little speed taste test here. Let's start with the apple. Ooh, it's very frozen. It's almost rock solid. I can't even get the spoon through. Oh my gosh. That tastes like diluted apple juice, and not in a good way. I don't really like that one. Pomegranate. Oh, this one's a little softer too, so this one might be nicer. Ooh. That has a black licorice flavor to it. Why would pomegranate taste like black licorice? What in the world? No. Okay, I hope the chocolate one pulls through for me. This one is creamier. The other two were like icy. This one is more like ice cream. The chocolate one is like a rich, frozen chocolate mousse. The chocolate one is where it's at. The other two, I don't know what the heck's going on there, but this chocolate one is good, especially with those cookie crumbs. Chocolate's good, but not good enough to make me get this again. Well, that was honestly a great meal. I pretty much enjoyed everything except for the ending there. But we're down for one more thing. A little late bite, a little after dessert. So let's head to Dino Land. So this is where we're supposed to be getting our late night bite. Dino Bite Snacks. However, I don't think ChatGPT got the memo that Dino Bite Snacks is actually permanently closed. So I have an idea. One final ride on Dino to close out the night.
Hello there. Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino. Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
But that's going to do it for us here tonight in Animal Kingdom, eating what AI tells us to eat for the entire day. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I appreciate your support. As always, if you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.